Hello and welcome to Module 2 at Northwestern Oklahoma State University in the Principles of Marketing class in the summer online section. I hope that your summer is progressing well. I wanted to take this time to talk about Module 2 and the discussion board question, which asks you to compare and contrast the purchase decision-making process between consumers and organizations. This question involves one of the foundational or both of the foundational disciplines in marketing, economics and psychology. Marketing is the intersection of psychology and economics. As such, the consumer decision-making process or consumer behavior has been a fundamental focus of marketing for a long time. And it is predicated largely on the economic theory of maximization of utility and what we might call the rational actor decision-maker. And the rational actor decision-making theory says that basically people pursue goals in order to maximize their utility. And in the pursuit of these goals, they develop objectives or steps that are necessary to achieve the goal. And you can think about this in terms of your own educational career. I'm sure that you've heard, and one of the reasons that you have decided to go to college is because people have told you that you're likely to earn twice as much with a college education as someone who doesn't have a college education. And those statistics are fairly accurate and fairly true. So you decided to come to Northwestern Oklahoma State and pursue your education. In pursuit of that goal, you took certain steps, graduated from high school, and submitted your academic transcript, applied for admission, then selected courses, chose a major, attended classes online, and ultimately what you hope is that you will get the baccalaureate degree at the end of this process, right? So that's a rational consumer decision. You chose our service, and you probably based it on a number of things: cost, location, the programs that we have, things like that, right? So this classical model begins with problem recognition. You, for example, in your problem recognition, decided that you needed to get a degree to pursue whatever career that you wanted. You engaged in information search, looked at different colleges and universities, did an alternative evaluation, and then hopefully you have been satisfied with that purchase decision. And then you engage in post-purchase behavior. Will you rebuy the product or service? Will you get a graduate degree at Northwestern Oklahoma State, for example? Will you engage in word of mouth and tell your friends about us? There is an alternative theory, or what we might call an antithetical theory to the rational actor model, and that model says that people don't really act rationally most of the time, that they really engage in impulse decision-making in terms of buying. And you can think about this when we think about the retail setting and a grocery store. What do grocery stores put up at the register? Well, they put up things like candy bars and Coke, those impulse purchases that we make. That's not necessarily rational. Candy's not good for us. We shouldn't eat it, but it's an impulse decision. It makes us feel good. And so what we might call the antithetical theory says that people really react. They don't engage in this comprehensive rational actor analysis when they engage in buying. The text talks about low involvement decisions and high involvement decisions, and the argument is made that maybe the rational actor theory is more applicable, this five-stage process, to the purchasing of large things like a home. And I think maybe you should think about that. Why do people purchase a home? I think a lot of times it's very emotive. They like the aesthetic features. They like the granite countertops or the bathroom. Those are not necessarily rational things, although maybe they are. In contrasting this with organizational behavior or B2B behavior, and when we talk about B2B purchasing, we're including not just business to business, but organizational purchasing units as well, things like governmental agencies. There are several thousand of those in the United States, and the literally thousands of nonprofits that also engage in purchasing so that they can carry out their organizational mission. Is the rational actor model more applicable to those? Because ultimately, if a business doesn't engage in some kind of rational analysis, it will probably ultimately fail. And so think about that kind of thing. Also, focus on the idea and concept of derived demand. Business purchases are ultimately made so that they can fulfill something else. So the demand is derived. And does that impact the purchase decision-making process? I hope that this video has been useful and helpful to help you frame your thoughts about the question for Module 2. Again, if you have any questions, I hope that you will feel free to contact me at gcaguirre@nwosu.edu or on my phone at 405-414-7054. Thanks for watching.